Utah Jazz. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for the Nuggets, the forwards are Porter and Gordon. The guards are out there for them, Murray and Barton. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. And tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Dishes to Mitchell. From the arc. Shot clock at 5. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Gobert. Jokic defending. Tries from 10.
That's rock-solid defense right there. Jokic bodied him up and then affected the trajectory of the shot.
Barton passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there if you can pull it off, and he did.
Yeah, he did. It was beautiful. You've got to sail that up fake, and he did.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Now here's Barton. The pass to Jokic. Back to Barton. Pass to Jokic. He hits the back iron and sets the shot.
A lot of times, Jokic is negating a jump shot for somebody else, but he's just as good a receiver as he is a distributor. And that's pretty impressive for a 7-footer.
Here's Conley. Feeds it to Bogdanovich. Kicks to O'Neal. Conley surveying the D for Murray. Back to O'Neal. Passes it to Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Right side, Conley. Second chance shot. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
And good that time.
Murray doing whatever it takes to find a shot. Dynamic play from Jamal.
And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. Wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go.
Now here's Conley to the inside. Gobert can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American schools.
And Murray blew up in some of the showcases. 5-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent.
Now here's Conley. Back to Gobert. He feeds it to Conley. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Out to Conley. Hangs. And Bogdanovich lays it in.
On the perimeter and on the inside, too, Bogdanovich able to put points on the board.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Jokic. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Jamal Murray with the dunk.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah, trailing by 4. There's the pass to Mitchell. Out left to the wing. Gobert with a wide open look. Porter pulls it in.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Gordon finds Murray. The tray. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Gobert with the defensive effort. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Jazz trail by 4. Outside Conley. Mitchell outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Pass to Jokic. Barton surveying the floor. Jokic against Gobert. Shoots from 12. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Mitchell, no good on the last second attempt there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell is the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. The Nuggets now on offense. Passes to Barton. Driving in. Jokic kicks to Murray. Up again. It's good on the putback. Barton's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, you know what? I think Barton does a nice job hitting the boards. Would love more of that kind of intensity from him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Murray. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. The kick out to Porter. Out to the right wing. Jokic passes to Gordon. Just 4 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Gordon. Jokic has got the lead up to 4 now for Denver. Jokic has gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts.
And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatics, but at his age, still seeking more consistency. Given his talent, he must continue to get better.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. The Nuggets lead by 4. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Now here is Conley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Barton against Mitchell. Here's Gobert. And it's Denver with the rebound. Greg, there's no question Gordon has game, especially remembering some of those dunk contests he was in.
An impressive athlete, no doubt. And his outside shot has improved. Now he's got to concentrate on scoring more for his team.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Now here's Conley. Mitchell looking it over. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Going inside, and Jokic slams it in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here's Mitchell to stop the run. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Murray outside. You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Mitchell. The feed to Gobert. And there's the pass to O'Neal. And he's good on the three ball.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now here's Barton. Pass to Gordon. Over Bogdanovich. The Nuggets with another miss. Mitchell outside. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gordon against Bogdanovich. Outside Conley. Fires for three. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Now just a 4-point Nugget lead. Murray looking around. Passes it to Jokic. Right side Gordon. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Bogdanovich. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Now here's Murray. And looks like the illegal pick was shut. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Barton against Mitchell. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. He nails it. And we're tied up.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge. And if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Murray for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a... And that's...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. And it's Murray in at point guard. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Barton against Mitchell. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. So Utah ends up going with the new group.
Coming onto the floor for the Jazz.
Murray with him. Pass to Jokic. Spiked away. Gay outside. The pass to Clarkson. Back to Gay. Now the dish to Clarkson. Feeds to Whiteside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Oni. Takes a 3. Shoots. Gay dishes to Whiteside. Ingles kicks to Clarkson. Back to Ingles. Second shot opportunity. Tips it up, and Whiteside stays right with it. Now it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for Utah. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. The Nuggets trail by 6. Morris finds Rivers. Passes it to Najee. That shot off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Pass to Clarkson. And here's Whiteside. Oni passes to Clarkson. Rudy Gay on the way. 6 to shoot. To the middle. It's stolen by Morris. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody down. Stolen by Clarkson. And now Utah, fast break. Right side, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Now, here is Morris. The pass to Najee. He feeds it to Green.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To stop the drought, and the layup is up and in.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Jazz leading by 4. And once you've played for 10 teams in your career, Clark, there should be some type of prize for perseverance.
Yeah, I hear you on that, Kevin, and I don't disagree with you. I mean, Jeff Green has always had tremendous talent. And just because you have great all-around skills doesn't mean you want to be a star or will be a star. Some guys are better suited to being complementary players, and I think that's who Jeff Green is and how he's been most comfortable with the teams that he's played on.
Here's Morris. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. For the 3. Clarkson against Morris. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Dozier passes to Najee. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Najee's got his first points in this one. For Utah, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Whiteside. Back to Clarkson. On the wing, Ingles. Here's Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Whiteside's got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Morris. Gay with the block.
Gay using his reach and bounce to perfection to block the shot.
Takes it off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Here's Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. An easy 2 points on the layup.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Here's Oni.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Now, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Jazz lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Utah, looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's O'Neal in at the 3. You know, Clark, there's a patience to Morris's game that gives this team confidence.
Yeah, and I like it too, Kevin. I mean, he makes really excellent reads and never seems to be in a hurry or playing outside of himself. And he can orchestrate with the best of them.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. On the high post. And good. He nails it. And the Jazz lead by 5.
You know, all Bogdanovich needs is a little bit of wiggle room, and he's ready to let it fly. His shot is always locked and loaded.
Stolen by O'Neal. Conley inside the line. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gordon inside. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Final quarter of play. About a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Murray. Here we go. And that one, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Porter against Mitchell. Martin. Rebound, Utah. Mitchell right side. Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And how about the awareness of Mitchell? That's what stands out to me. He has a decision to make and does it with terrific timing.
Jokic passes to Murray. Gobert with the block. They retain possession. The kick out to Barton. Passes it to Jokic. 4 on the clock. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Conley dishes to O'Neal. Pass to Bogdanovich. To the paint.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Gobert.
2 minutes.
Nifty move. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 3. Puts it up from 17. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Inside. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And Bogdanovich not fearing the big moment. He's certainly comfortable being the guy to take these shots for him.
Murray outside. Stolen by Michael Conley. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Conley against Murray. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one. The coach's challenge has been an issue. A game like this, under the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something that our people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment. And let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Jokic passes to Gordon. Money!
Easy to see why Gordon has the ball in these moments. He's phenomenal at coming up big.
Now here's Conley. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich wide open. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
3.
Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Murray for 3. Utah with the rebound. And here's Gobert. Mitchell outside. And so it's Utah with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Now Paul. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Porter the pass to Gordon. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now.
There is an absolute certainty that when Chris Paul stops playing basketball, he will be in Springfield in the Hall of Fame. Wherever he's been able to play, he has been able to thrive.
Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Booker against Murray. And Booker with the jam.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
And with Paul, after some injuries early, he changed how he went about his offense.
Well, you think about him coming out of college, he was very solid athletically. Still good in that department, obviously. But the vast majority of his success comes from one of the best IQs and knowledge of the game that we've ever seen.
Here's Paul after the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. Such a wide open look.
My goodness, talk about way downtown. Chris Paul doing work.
Pass to Jokic. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here we go, one-on-one. The 3 from Ayton. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Barton outside. And here's Gordon. Stolen by Ayton. Paul passes to Booker. And he lobs it up to the rim. Crowder outside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Barton outside. Outside Murray. Puts up a 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Crowder outside. To the middle. It's tipped. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nuggets.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 so far. Paul against Murray. Going inside. And here's Porter outside. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
The combo guard, Murray, capable of hurting you with his scoring as well as with his passing.
Paul passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's Murray. He's got 5. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Paul passes to Booker. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. Now here's Jokic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Barton's shot off the mark. The Suns have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Pass to Booker. There's the triple. Here's Crowder. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Denver has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Murray passes to Porter. Back to Murray. Now here's Porter. 5 to shoot. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over 8. And it's Jokic missing. The Suns have got 7 of 8 in the basket. And he's going for the lob. And Ayton with the stuff.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Outside Murray. Soft touch off the glass. Murray's got 9.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Murray and Barton, the guards. Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Barton against Booker. Outside Paul. Crowder left side. And it's Denver with a rebound.
Boy, we are so lucky to have so many outstanding young role models in the NBA. Aaron Gordon did fantastic work in the community in Orlando when he was a member of the Magic.
Murray against Paul. They kick it out to Murray. Beyond the arc. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Gordon making a donation to support homeless kids in local schools. Also, Aaron producing a video to help spread awareness in Central Florida.
Gosh, that video was so special. Aaron said, quote, potential is universal. Opportunity, not so much. That's where we come in, unquote. Boy, just great to have guys like Aaron in the league caring about the youth in their community and trying to make an impact with their influence.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Down low. Paul with a steal. Outside Booker. Offensive board. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Here's Barton. And rejected.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
And he gets it to go. And now a 5-point Suns lead.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
You see the speed there. Love watching Murray go right towards the rim and convert.
And he drives in. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Well, at the wing position, Grant, you were one of the league's best passers. Which wing players stand out to you in that category now?
You know, I mean, it may sound arrogant of me to say this, but LeBron, Luka Doncic, guys like that who really read the floor, they understand and can pick apart defenses at any position. Those two are ones that stick out the most.
Booker can't get it to go. For Denver, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Crowder with a steal. Up top, Paul. Outside Booker. Pass to Crowder. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Crowder's gotten his second bucket on the night. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
Their frenetic defense has been impressive, putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
Something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Here's Ayton. Gets himself open and drills it. Ayton's got 9.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Jokic up top. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Gordon. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket. Yeah, always one of the more disputed calls in the game. Goaltending. Coach is convinced the ball was not on the way down. He'll use his challenge.
This could be a tough one. With goaltending, it's such a fine line. Clear and conclusive evidence never comes into effect more than on these calls.
Well, that's what's great about the coach's challenge on calls like this. We're able to slow down the action and see exactly where the ball is when it's touched. Hard to do that in real time. And here we go. The call will stand.
That'll cost them a timeout and their one and only coach's challenge. Goaltending calls can be so tough to make. You understand why he wanted a closer look at it, but we'll see if he regrets it.
Clock at 6. Here's a 3 from Paul, and stolen by Jokic. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Outside Booker. Fires it. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. He's got 5.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. 1 second left. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Phoenix had no problems getting going. They put together the kind of powerful run. And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. Just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Booker with it. Back to Paul. The 3 ball. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one. Denver has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Murray against Paul. Pass to Porter. Gordon with it. Uses the glass on the layup. Gordon's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
You know, one thing Porter's been working on, finishing off contact.
Yeah, defenders body him up whenever possible. He's young, so it's not easy to add a lot of muscle. But once he does, his game should reach another level at both ends of the floor.
And the basket by Bridges.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
90 seconds into the second half now. Gordon against Crowder. Shot clock at 5. Jokic in the post. He's covered by Ayton. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send-back.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
He's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Pass to Barton. Driving to the basket, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Murray against Paul. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Booker finds Paul. Ayton. Now here's Crowder. Bridges outside. Back to Booker. Fires the three. Jokic grabs the board.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And here's Payne. Soft touch off the glass. Payne's got his first 2 points of the night.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets.
And your Song Dancers Dance Team. Eastern Time. Denver's all time. It's T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise.
1:46 left in the third.
Substitution for your Suns.
Morris outside. The drive by Rivers. And slammed it home. And the foul. A chance at another point at the line. Give that one to Jay Crowder. And the free throw, no good.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special time.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Ooh, Morris with a steal. Here's Rivers. He's guarded by Paul. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker, DeAndre Ayton off his feet to hurry to send it back.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Suns?
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
It's good.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from being close.
Ball passes to Booker. Inside. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Booker. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Rivers. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Dozier. And there's the drive. Hauled in by Paul. Phoenix has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Here's Rivers. No good with a layup. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The Suns on top. They're up. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Now a timeout called by Denver.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Hey there, guys. Mike Malone was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
On the court for the Nuggets. Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Murray and Martin, the guards. And it's Jokic in it to 5 down low.
Chris Paul is undoubtedly a Hall of Famer. This guy has been one of the top point guards of his generation and still going strong.
Murray finds Jokic to the inside. Martin. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line.
Shooting for Denver.
It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
At the line for 1.
The Suns leading. Ball passes to Booker. Pass to Crowder. Porter with the steal. Here's Murray. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now. Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Over Murray. It's not going to go for him. And Denver the other way now. Outside Porter. Pass to Gordon. The kick out to Barton. Stolen by Bridges. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Ayton. The shot misses. Denver has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Barton, the pass to Jokic. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. In transition, here come the Suns. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken it.
Now, the other thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint. Plenty of their points coming from close range.
Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. And stolen by Murray. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Throws it up high. Paul with a steal. To the paint. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Crowder with a steal. Out on his own on the break. They need this. Oh, he powers right through the defense. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
11 feet out. Barton outside. Pass to Murray. Three-pointer.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Crowder grabs this.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Booker, the pass to Paul. It's tipped. And they're able to recover. Crowder with it. Defended by Gordon. Booker against Porter. And here's Bridges. Clock at 4. Second chance shot. And Booker with the layup. And the Suns lead by 1.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
Porter with it, now guarded by Crowder. Back to Murray. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
All against Murray. All can't get it to go. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Martin, the pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. Crowder right side. Pass to Bridges. Back to Crowder. Up and over Gordon. That one rolls around and rims out. And here's Denver. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Stolen by Booker.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste, not at this point in the game.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
The Suns making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And here's Denver. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Gordon.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Well, there's a versatility and a fearlessness about which Aaron Gordon goes about his business. This guy can be an effective two-way player who's got to keep working on the defensive end. Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it. All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
And a deep three from Paul. From 9 feet out. Can't connect.
And this is so encouraging.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Dort.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over, and we are...
Thank you, Kevin.
He is an intimidating factor for sure. David Banks looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at center. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Now here's Gobert, and he banks in the lane.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
Outside Crowder. He kicks it to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Paul left side. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Dialed in from deep. I love watching Chris Paul read defenses and take what they give him.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Mitchell wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Booker to the paint. Stolen by O'Neal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns. Fast break, here come the Suns. Booker with it. Now defended by Gobert. Bridges, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good. Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. For 3, Mitchell. And Utah, another 3.
The efficiency Mitchell has from range is tremendous. He can just bury you with 3s.
Paul kicks to Booker. Dishes it to Ayton. Suns moving the ball around. Paul passes to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. And Crowder fires it in.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 6. Conley finds Mitchell. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Out to the right wing. There's O'Neal with the 3. Hits the three-point foul.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
And one thing I love about Royce O'Neal is how decisive he is with the ball. When he catches, it's a quick decision, shoot, drive, or swing it.
And I also love how he attacks closeouts. Sometimes he's in motion, GA, before the pass even hits his hands. And once his feet are in the paint, he's an underrated decision maker.
On the clock. Paul for 3. They get it back. Booker. The kick out to Crowder. In the corner, it's Bridges. A second chance effort. Back to Crowder. Stolen by Michael Conley. In transition, here come the Jazz. It's tipped. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. To Gobert. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Ayton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Mitchell finds Bogdanovich. To Mitchell. To the middle. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's outstanding decision-making there to change his shot and find an open teammate for an easy basket.
Ball outside. Ayton against Gobert. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
Utah has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Mitchell against Booker. Mitchell outside. Here he goes, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
And Paul puts up a deep three. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz out. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward.
Have to admire Paul's concentration. He takes pride in finishing on aggressive coverage.
Here's Conley. That shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Paul passes to Bridges. Kicks it to Crowder. Paul surveying the floor. And Ayton throws it down.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Mitchell outside. 5 on the clock. The 11-footer. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You have to box out Rudy Gobert, and if you don't, he will dunk it with force.
Pass to Paul. Inside, Ayton, and the layup's good off the glass. Ayton's got 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Suns. Landry Shamet comes in for Booker. Bogdanovich left side. No good. Good work defensively by Crowder. Bridges passes to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And we all know basketball is a game of runs, but Steve, why can it so often seesaw like that? 1 minute a team is ice cold. The next, they can't miss.
I think confidence is such a big part of the game. Also rhythm. When you see shots fall, it snowballs. On the other hand, when you can't take the lid off of it, that confidence can go another direction.
Sinks the three-pointer. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
McGee against Gay. Here's Whiteside, and they get it. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix will come the other way. Bridges for 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Jazz have drawn 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Pass to Whiteside. Down low. Jazz passing it around. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And the pass to McGee. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 6. Gay kicks to Ingles. 1:19 left in the first half. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Shamet.
You know, if you were to redo the 2000...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. And triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking and the game continues on.
And there's a whistle that goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Landry Shamet. O'Neal from long range scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Paul dishes to Johnson. And Ayton gets double teamed. Over in the corner, Paul. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's just a 3-point Phoenix lead.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ball against Conley. Clock at 6. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. Outside Conley to the paint. Just 3 on the clock. And the rejection by Ayton. So that'll be it. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. And in that period, the most they trailed by was 3. That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 from Monty Williams. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without foul.
The Suns making a switch here. Bridges checks in. Now here's Conley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Tries from 10. With the second effort. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. Gobert's got 10 points in the game.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Booker looking around. To the wing on the left. To the inside. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Pass to Mitchell. Crowder with the steal. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
The dish now to Paul. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So Utah ends up going with the new group. Phoenix also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for 8. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Jay Crowder. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Phoenix leading by 7. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Booker up top. He's covered by Clarkson. Kicks it out to Booker. Shot clock at 5. Rebound, Utah.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And that one's good by Gay.
I like how he absorbed contact. Rudy Gay with the body control to finish through it.
Gone are the days of high usage, but Gay is still a valuable role player.
He's a natural athlete, GA, who still has some burst left. Rudy Gay picks his spots a little more now, but remains a tough cover when he's on the attack.
Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And it's Jordan Clarkson with the 3. And now just a 2-point Phoenix lead. 1:43 left here in the third quarter. There's the pass to Kaminsky. Suns moving the ball around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Both free throws good from Booker.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Clarkson for 3. Payne grabs the board. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 4-point game. For 3, Bridges, good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Ingles against Bridges. Right side inside. Again, the Jazz score.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Booker outside. And it's McGee with the jam.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others.
Clarkson looking for an opening. He takes it in. He dishes it to Whiteside. Can't connect from short range.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That's good from Payne. So both teams making some changes here.
Taking 2 shots.
Payne hits them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Mitchell outside. And the layup falls. Mitchell's got 10.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
From deep 3-point range. The third quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead. They're up by 7. And time for the short. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Phoenix needs to get off the shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And Phoenix making a change. Crowder, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Mikal Bridges comes in for Johnson. Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Paul subbed in for Payne. Conley kicks to Mitchell. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Booker in the corner. Bridges outside. Driving the lane, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. To the middle, stolen by Conley. Down low, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And here's Conley outside. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Booker. Shot clock at 6. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket for Mitchell.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Paul. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Conley finds Mitchell. Takes it inside. Back to Conley. At the top of the key, Gobert. Pass to Bogdanovich. The Jazz working the ball around now. Over in the corner, Conley. And stolen by Ayton. Inside. And Ayton throws it down.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the 4th. And stolen by Booker. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 12-3 run. Booker against Mitchell. Booker dishes to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Suns.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Chris Paul.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Mitchell against Booker. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich, and there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mitchell. Tries again. He kicks to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Looking to expand his game. Love seeing Gobert rise up with confidence off the catch.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Cans it from downtown.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
And here is Paul. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier. Anxious. And let's go.
Thanks, BA.
And he's made their team better, Allie. No doubt about it. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Murray and Barton, the guards. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. And for the Jazz, the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And two conference rivals facing off here. Grant, what were some of your fiercest rivalries at the NBA level?
You know, when I was in Detroit, it had to be the Hawks, and I think probably the Bulls. I think the Bulls were everybody's rival in the Eastern Conference back then. And then, of course, in Phoenix, we had some real battles with the Lakers.
Now here's Barton. Porter, the pass to Barton. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. Mitchell against Barton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, yeah, sure, Will Barton, you could have laid that one in, but why? People pay tickets to see that kind of stuff.
Down low. Here's Mitchell. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Jokic lays it up and banks it in.
I don't know if you knock Jokic off balance so much. You're just hoping that he misses something like that.
You know, Jokic is such an interesting personality. Very focused on the court, but fun and relaxed often.
There is a reason why they call him the Joker. I mean, it's not just because of his last name. It's because of his personality. He's jovial. He's always joking around with his teammates, and he keeps the locker room pretty loose.
And Denver has possession. The Jazz making their last shot. Here's Jokic. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Think about Jokic. Maybe he goes down as one of the all-time greatest second-round picks, BA.
And to Jokic's credit, he's made an incredible effort to improve his conditioning.
Well, for a guy that jokes around about just being able to do one push-up in high school, he's come a long way. I mean, the guy is ultra-competitive and has the strength and mobility now to be out there and play big minutes.
Now here's Mitchell. The kick out to Conley. Pass to Bogdanovic. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Jokic, good.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for three.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 so far. Here's Conley. Mitchell, the pass to Conley. Back to Mitchell. The three is up. Here's Bogdanovic. He can't hit that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective. Taking it right to the defense.
Gobert passes to Conley. Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Barton. The three from Mitchell. They get it again. Gobert finds Mitchell. And here's Bogdanovic. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And the basket is good.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Pass to Jokic. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And the bucket is good. Jokic has got 8 points. Utah trailing here. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And it's Mitchell penetrating and is blocked.
All about timing. Will Barton, great job of seeking that one out and throwing it away.
And Gordon with the big finish.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Mitchell. After the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. Gobert. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Gobert's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Incredible balance on that take. You got to respect watching Gobert muscle his way through the defense.
Murray passes to Jokic. Now Porter. The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Mitchell against Barton. Outside Mitchell. To the inside. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell from 12 feet. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. 8 points in the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Now here's Conley. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovich. From the stripe. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And here's Jokic, defended by Gobert. Jokic passes to Murray. To the middle. Tipped. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's O'Neal. Mitchell finds Conley. Gobert with it. Outside Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Conley. The offensive rebound. Inside. Bogdanovich up top. Defended by Gordon. Outside Conley. From downtown. Pure from three-point range. Conley's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Murray passes to Jokic. And they double up Jokic. Back to Murray from outside the arc. Connects from downtown.
You got to be aware of Murray there. You just know he's aiming to get payback with a triple.
And as a leader, Murray is vocal. Talks to his teammates up and down the floor, and he pushes everyone, and they tend to follow.
Now here's Conley. The 3 is up. Porter pulls it in. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Murray against Mitchell. Murray, no good. And Murray's vocal to the opposition as well.
He's used to the trash talking. I mean, he loves to challenge people. I mean, does it cross the line at times? Well, it depends on who you're talking to.
Denver in the lead. Gordon, the pass to Murray. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
And Murray getting it going on the inside that time. Around the trees, still scored.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Conley passes to Mitchell. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Now here's Murray. He's got 7. Pass to Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Jokic has got 10.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's O'Neal. Outside Mitchell. Takes the 3. Buries it from 3. He has 7.
shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes, finding it now.
Murray up top. Pass to Gordon. The shot no good. So Utah will take it the other way. The three from Mitchell. And again, it's Utah with a three.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Murray passes to Jokic. Now here's Gordon. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Utah has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Bogdanovic. Back to Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon. "40 seconds left to play in the first half. Clock at 6. Mitchell, the pass to Bogdanovic. Lets it go.
Nice job on the contest from Barton there. Closing the open look at the hoop quickly with that long reach.
Pass to Conley. Jacks up a 3.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Gordon. And here's Jokic. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. Barton with a steal. And we're through the first half of play here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 10 points, 4 rebounds.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court for Denver. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. Murray and Barton, the guards. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. And there's a 3-second violation. The emphasis placed on athleticism is bigger than it's ever been. And that goes for all positions.
Yeah, you're going to need athletes all over the floor, BA. And I think there's this trend to finding wing players or taller players who have the capability of being very good at a lot of things and not just specialists anymore. That's the way modern day rosters seem to be being built.
They get it back.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
It's deflected.
Using his length well on defense. Rudy Gay working hard, swats that one away.
And Barton is good for 3. Barton's got 5 points.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Pass to Oni. Up top, Whiteside. Here's Oni, defended by Murray. Here's Gay. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Here's Barton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now a 7-point Nugget lead.
Well, Barton takes some tough shots, used to making them. He did there.
Plenty of reasons for the team to be excited about Porter, Brent, starting with his jumper.
So enticing to see a guy that size, BA, shoot with that kind of fluidity, especially from deep. So he's not just a gunner. He's starting to get his points in the flow of the game. That's dangerous.
Now here's Murray. He has 7. Pass to Jokic. There's the 3. The rebound by Ingles. Utah has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Gay left side. And it's Denver with a rebound.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. The Jazz have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's Honey. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. 6 to shoot. It's intercepted. Pass to Rivers. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Dozier. Clarkson on the double team. Morris for 3. Here's Najee. Another shot. The kick out to Morris. Sends it home from three-point land. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Clarkson outside from deep. The Jazz again can't hit.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Whiteside down low, working on Green, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, when you have a guy with that kind of size and the skills that come along with it, Whiteside, an excellent option on the interior.
On the wing, Rivers. Banked it in off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Clarkson. Now Gay. Here's Honey. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Over Morris. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Oh, it's stolen away. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done. And now it's a 9-point Denver lead.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Oh, they get a hand on it. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And the layup falls. Whiteside's gotten 4 this quarter.
Even with the contest, Whiteside's going right through you. That's how strong he is.
Denver's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Rivers. Now here's Green. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6.
Denver foul.
For the Jazz.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution for
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. From deep, Conley. They get it back. The shot won't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Nuggets on top, up 7. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Utah trailing here. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Conley finds Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Here's Bogdanovic. And that one hits the back iron.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Conley passes to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Utah, the rebound. Left side, Bogdanovic. The wide-open shot is on the money.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Here's Rivers with the drive. Now a timeout called by Denver.
Thanks a lot. I had a chance to hear what Mike Malone was saying to his team. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
And here's Porter outside. Hits the trifecta.
I feel like there's nowhere on the floor where you can really get away from Michael Porter Jr. 3-ball goes that time.
Murray against Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Launches a three.
Utah foul. Royce O'Neal. That's his first personal foul.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Jokic in the post. Defended by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Utah ball.
The Jazz have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Mitchell with the ball. The three. Gordon pulls it in. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now. Barton with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Barton, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Back to Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Barton. Pass to Bogdanovich. And it's good. 2 points. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Barton against Mitchell. Now Jokic. Wide open look. And another basket for Denver.
And that jumper from Jokic in the mid-range. He's so set in there. It looks awkward, but the results are good.
Pass to O'Neal. Mitchell with the ball. Left side, Bogdanovich. Just 4 to shoot. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Conley passes to Mitchell. From deep. And Conley with the three.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Woo, I love it.
Murray passes to Gordon. Back to Murray. Lets it fly. Offensive board. From deep 3-point range. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Barton. One minute left in the fourth. Conley finds Mitchell. Back to Conley. To the inside. Hook loose. Jokic with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. Here's Porter. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And Jokic throws it down.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
So it's Denver now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And here's Porter. So no problem for Denver as they get the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Denver is in full motion.
Thank you, Ken.
Well, he's got the right coach, and he is a terrific young talent. That's a pretty good match. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, the wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the point. Now, here's Bridges. Connects from 3-point range. Booker's got his team on the board to start the game for Phoenix. We have an old school lineup tonight, don't we? Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Yes, we do, Kevin. I love these kinds of matchups because we get to see it less and less these days. So whenever we have one like this, I relish it.
Barton against Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Now here's Ayton. He kicks to Booker. Bridges outside. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
Jokic passes to Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Pass to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges with the steal.
And that's a great play on defense there. Force him to rethink the shot and then able to come up with the steal.
Paul passes to Crowder. He feeds it to Ayton. Bridges outside. From deep to the paint. Kicks it out to Booker. From deep 3-point range. It's held in by Jokic.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance.
Oh! Big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish.
Pass to Crowder. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Bridges passes to Crowder. Booker outside. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Got a piece of it. Paul with the steal. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On the wing, Booker. Down low and stolen by Gordon.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose.
2 minutes with the ball. 2 minutes.
And it's Jokic missing. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul.
And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. Ball finds Booker. Bridges outside. The pass to Crowder. And here's Booker. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Inside. And it's Gordon missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the inside. Kicks it out to Paul. For 3, Bridges. The shot off that time. And it's Denver the other way.
And you watch Porter. Unbelievable potential. He makes some plays that just leaves you shaking your head.
We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
It's Barton on the wing. Jokic against Paul. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Nice work from the Serbian. Jokic uses his body so well to get the looks he wants inside.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
Bridges outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Murray with the bounce pass. Passes to Jokic. Kicks it to Barton. Pass to Murray. Over Paul. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker inside, and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Nuggets on. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Denver. The guards are out there for them, Murray and Barton. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. The shot's good from Paul.
Paul working around the defense that time to get a close shot inside.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. Arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about in their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening, and David, thank you very much. Booker dishes to Bridges. Now the pass to Ayton. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Paul. That shot is off. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Porter. He takes it in. Rejected by Booker. And stolen by Gordon. Inside. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time. You know, there's a lot to be excited about with Porter. He's got a really special blend of size, athleticism, and advanced skill.
Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Denver in the lead. Got a piece of it. And they double up Gordon. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And here are the Suns now. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And Paul launches it from deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
And really only because of injury did Porter fall the 14th pick back in that 2018 draft.
Yeah, and if you remember, Greg, before the college season began that year, he was in the mix to be taken #1 overall. But you know what? The injury happened, and he's in a really good spot now. He could eventually become a multi-time All-Star.
Phoenix has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Booker finds Bridges. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Murray against Paul. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ayton. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And, you know, this is where Paul likes to work his magic. Very effective at making the right pass in the pick and roll.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Murray with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. From the arc, Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, no good. Shamet on the wing. Martin defending. Now, here's Shamet. Can't hit from 12.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
30 seconds left to play in the first half. Payne passes to McGee. Jokic inside. Guarded by McGee. Barton kicks to Porter. Passes it to Gordon. Porter against Johnson. Porter passes to Murray. Shoots over Payne. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, you know what I like to say? Persistence pays. And with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the ground.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back to the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their biggest lead in the first. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the foot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. The Suns trailing. Now Paul. Up top, Crowder. Back to Paul. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Crowder finds Bridges. Booker outside. Porter with the steal. It's deflected. And Ayton throws it down.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Ayton kicks to Paul. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton in position. Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gordon's running. Here's Barton. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
Excellent body control around the rim. Barton didn't let the defender distract him at all.
Pass to Crowder. The dish to Paul. Ayton at the elbow. Pocket 6. Goes up on the wing. Goes back up. Back to Crowder. Bridges outside. Nailed from three-point land. Bridges has got 9.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
What time is it? It's time for t-shirts.
3 minutes gone now in the third
2
quarter.
minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Bang, looking around. Back to McGee. The pass to Shamet. Kept alive, Kaminsky. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. With the drive, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Payne. Kicks it out to Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. McGee, the pass to Payne. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Good defense there. Got away with a major lapse.
Morris with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Payne. Not a lot of room. Passes it to Shamet. Driving inside. Basket good. Shamet's got his first bucket in this one.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Green with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Dozier passes to Green. Shamet with the steal. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Down low. With a tie. Hits it from three-point range. Shamet's got 5.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Morris looking over the floor.
You know, Kaminsky doing a nice job contesting shooters, and those long arms he has, I think, really serve him.
It's all tied in Denver. And we'll return shortly. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Phoenix has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. They've got Austin Rivers. He's out there with Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Team foul. Substitution for your
ball passes to Crowder. Booker against Barton. Bridges, no one around him. Traps in the tray. Bridges has got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Porter. Crafty move. And the layup is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Paul for three. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
First team foul.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the paint. Jokic finds Barton. In the corner, it's Gordon. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down. And he's having to remind defenses that he can do so.
Chris Paul. That's his second.
Paul passes to Book. Get the ball. Booker looking around. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Cutting into that deficit now. Well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Ball against Murray. To the paint. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Barton outside. Back to Murray. Puts it up. The offensive rebound. Jokic on the foul. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Over Ayton. Jokic kicks to Porter. Launches it. Gordon trying to break loose. Porter, no luck. Suns trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Paul with the ball. Pass to Ayton. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's foul number. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. I have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Sonics. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Suns trail by 3. Ball looking over the floor. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
A minute 20 left here in the fourth quarter. Jokic inside. McGee's there. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Jokic just got 10 points in just the second half. And here is Paul. He kicks it to Bridges. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. For the largest 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Not loose. Here's Paul. Good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
This is the red-hot version of Chris Paul right there.
can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Albert. Denver passing it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Murray. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Ball fires from way outside. Can't get the three to fall. Here's Barton. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball for them.
Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Phoenix, Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Oh, it's a marquee showdown tonight, Doris. Two of the elite teams in the league.
B.A., there are certain regular season games that both players and fans alike will circle the calendar. The fans are fired up. The players were excited at shoot-around. This one we had to watch.
Booker. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Crowder with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Rebound, Utah. Here's Bogdanovic. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Ball finds Booker. Now Ayton. Left side, Paul. For 3, Booker. Clock at 6. Paul passes to Ayton. Over Gobert. Offensive rebound. Back to Paul. To the paint. And Crowder with the jam.
How about the relentless effort on the backboards? Crowder utilizing his size to eat the window.
Outside Conley. Gobert on the high post. Paul with a steal. Takes it inside. That one doesn't drop. And it's Utah the other way. The 3 from Mitchell. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This guy came into the league as a volume three-point shooter. Now Donovan Mitchell's percentages have greatly improved. He has put in a ton of work, and it's paying dividends.
Now here's Booker. The kick out to Paul. The 3. And here's Crowder from the arc. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Crowder's got 5 points.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
On offense, here's Utah. Outside Conley. There's the 3. To the middle. Crowder with a steal. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Conley with the ball. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Outside Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Conley passes to Mitchell. Three-pointer off the mark. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 so far. For 3, Bridges. He goes up again. Crowder right side. Second shot opportunity. No good. A bit long that time.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
And the wrist injury for Bojan Bogdanovic set him back a little in recent seasons. Remember, he had surgery in 2020 and slowly returning to form now.
And he makes them better. I mean, great skill level with size, a floor spacer, can also create his own shot off the bounce.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Bogdanovic finds Conley. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Pass to Booker. Here's Crowder. Here's Paul. Takes a 3. And it's Crowder missing. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Outside Conley. Stolen by Ayton. And he's all alone. Paul with it. Bridges passes to Ayton. Out to Bridges. Back to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Outside Mitchell. Gobert up top. The shot, no good. It's all tied in Phoenix. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Paul. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ayton passes to Paul. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Back to Conley. Here he goes. Good on the bucket.
Boy, Mike Conley, the ability to change gears on the drive, that is pretty.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Down low. And Crowder the bucket on the assist from Paul. Crowder's got 7.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
On the wing, Mitchell. And he gets that one.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Suns trailing. Paul finds Booker. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Oh, there's the alley. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
The Jazz have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Paul against Conley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Bridges. Crowder outside. Booker against Mitchell. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Uneasy 2 on the layup. He's got 6.
Well, you think about DeAndre Ayton. It's his size that comes to mind, and he understands how to utilize that to score.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routines. But we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Baron, do you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, B.A., I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
So Utah ends up going with a new group.
Well, pick your poison. Jordan Clarkson is proficient in the pick-and-roll game, and he's basically saying, what do you want to give me? I'm going to take advantage.
Here's Shaman. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Ingles.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Right wing.
2 minutes remaining.
And here's Gay.
2 minutes.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his first.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Shooting for Utah.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 1:57 left in the second period. Up top, Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Now here's Gay. The lead is 2. Here's Whiteside. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. It's Shamet on the wing. Counted from distance. Shamet's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Chris Paul is such a natural facilitator. His ability to read angles and deliver the ball on time and on target is special.
Now here's Clarkson to the inside. And Whiteside with the bucket on the assist by Clarkson. Whiteside's got his second basket.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Outside Paul. And there's the lob. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Yeah, no lack of confidence in Mikal Bridges. This guy believes he can make shots.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Some changes for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Bridges, and Payne is subbed in for Paul. A big group substitution here for Utah. Gobert's checked in for Whiteside. Bogdanovich comes in for Gay. O'Neal, he's checked in for Ingles. And Mitchell's subbed in for Clarkson. Now here's Johnson. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Inside. And Kaminsky slams it home.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Outside Mitchell. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Paul from deep three-point land. No good on the buzzer beater. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of... Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on... And that should do it with the...
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Jay Crowder with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Conley. Now here's Mitchell. Here's O'Neal. Over Bridges. O'Neal misses. The Suns leading. Booker, the pass to Paul. To the paint. Here's Crowder. Outside for Booker. Pass to Aiden.
Utah foul. Royce O'Neal. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Now Booker looking for his first basket, still in this one. Here's Bridges. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Now it's a 3-point Suns lead.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And a player like Mikal Bridges, he's had very high confidence in his abilities.
Well, I mean, listen, his history is that of a winning player. Came into the league believing in himself because of his career collegiately. National championship player at Villanova. He has every right to think he can be elite.
And he lobs it up. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Conley up top. He's guarded by Paul. Conley passes to Mitchell. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Phoenix ball.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 3 in the second half. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Booker, good.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Mitchell, the pass to Gobert. Outside Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Will it go? And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
His first personal foul.
That's an instance where you see the pressure Mitchell puts on a defense. He's aggressive and he's explosive. You've got to deal with both.
A big group substitution here for Utah. Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Gay comes in for Bogdanovich. Ingles, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Oni subbed in for Conley. Now here's Paul. Basket counts.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And that's an intentional foul. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And Utah with a change here too. Clarkson's checked in for Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the
Here's
third.
Oni.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Outside, Ingles. Whiteside tips it back in.
Whiteside.
Whiteside's got 6.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Payne, pass to McGee. On the break. Here's Gay. Ooh, McGee with the block. Payne with it. Outside Johnson. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. And Kaminsky slams it home.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Clarkson finds Gay. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul.
Cameron Payne.
That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Oni. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter.
They've upped their intensity on defense. A noticeable change from the first half.
Here's Shamet. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Down low. Here's Gay. Oh, it's Gay with the jam.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
Payne, pass to McGee. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Shamet. Five to shoot. With the fadeaway. McGee passes to Kaminsky. Here's Shamet. And that's not going to go. And so it's Phoenix leading by 6 as we wrap up the... Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Suns' shooting is around 55% so far. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Conley passes to Bogdanovich. Outside Mitchell. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Right side Booker. And he lobs it up top. And Crowder with the jam.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
Conley finds Mitchell. Bogdanovich on the wing. Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Bogdanovich. Covered by Crowder. Bogdanovich, that's good.
Well, at 6'8", Bojan Bogdanovich is very comfortable in close.
possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Paul against Conley. Here's Booker. Pass to Aiden. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 2. Over Mitchell. No good. Off the front rim. Utah trailing here. And it's O'Neal off the drive. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Suns on D. Outside Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. Count the basket and the foul. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
Very hard to stop Bogdanovich. He's excellent at keeping his follow-through despite taking the contact.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
The fantastic passing we saw from them in the first half carried right over into the second half, too.
And what a superb performance behind the arc for them. They have been killing it from three-point range.
Here's a three from Paul. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Paul against Conley. Outside Mitchell. Stolen by Booker. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Paul passes to Ayton. Outside Booker. Pass to Crowder. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot.
They tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
Crowder with a steal. Booker with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Paul's got space. And right on target. That one's good.
Well, there's been a consistency to the perimeter game of Chris Paul. That jump shot as reliable as it gets.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The three from Mitchell. Drills it from deep.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Booker against Mitchell. Pass to Ayton. Out to Bridges. Now Booker. Crowder left side. Ooh, a little luck that time as it dropped. Crowder's gotten 4 this quarter.
This is a real strength of Jay Crowder's game. Give him these looks and he will knock them down.
Mitchell up top. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Simply put, a bad shot pass. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Bridges. And here's Booker from downtown. Unable to get that one.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's got fewer touches.
On target from range.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
Now here's Paul. Bridges outside. There's 38 seconds left in the game. Pass to Crowder. Back to Bridges. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He told them, quote, "It all comes down to the next few minutes. That's what will decide this game. So step up. This is your moment, not theirs." Inspiring words, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. And Utah calls time here. They're down by 2. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Your thoughts, guys?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
So it's Utah now, trailing by 2. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovich. The force OT. Ooh, offline. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. What a